Does Babka fart in like non-sex
Yeah,
situations?
does
Like
she
just
fart?
I've never experienced a babka fart. No.
oh my goodness.
What a
Well,
lady.
if you mean a fart after you eat babka, I'm sure you've experienced many of those.
Yes, different thing.
But yes, we have to specify what kind of babka fart you're referring to.
I
Rob,
really, really miss getting babka from the Hasidim.
I was about to say,
Williamsburg.
like, has everybody been on a Babka blackout because of the virus?
I mean, I'll be the wet blanket because I'm not a big fan of babka. I mean, the dog, yes. The food, no.
Yeah, it's not something I ever seek out, but like Robin, no, I know it's a big part of your lives.
I wouldn't say it's a big part of my life.
You named your fucking dog after it, man. Come on.
That's
now.
true. Well, my obsession with it has peaked, like, I would say the year that I got babka.
There can only be one Babka in your
There
heart
can only
at
be
a
one
time.
babka.
It's the dog Highlander.
Honestly, it was just because at the time I was kind of like on a mission to try all the different types of babka in the city.
How many are there? Oh, sorry.
Well, there's a bunch. There's a lot.
I realized you were about to answer what I was saying as I said it.
There's one company that essentially makes the majority of like all the prepackaged babka. And so it's like this one factory in Williamsburg, and then like, for example, Katz's Deli or a Russ and Daughters, they all just put their branding on it, but it's the same babka.
The same babka factory.
Yeah, it's the same recipe. But then like there's bakeries that have their own babkas, and I've since like discovered my favorite babkery, which is a place in Jewish Williamsburg, in Hasidim Williamsburg, which I believe, no, I've told you about. Did you go there? That one?
Yes, and I'm tempted to go there all the time, especially because it's so risky over there. I'm like, tempted. We should explain to people outside of Brooklyn what makes it risky.
Well, as we've discussed on the show for many years, the Hasidim, the Orthodox of Orthodox Jews, they're the ones that walk around all year long with the top hats, the long jackets. The children have the little the curly sideburns.
Hey, yes.
They're Amish people with more phlegmy speech patterns.
And so because of this whole coronavirus thing, so they're very, very insular as a community to begin with. Like, they really just hang out amongst themselves.
They don't follow laws.
They have their own set of laws. It's borderline incestual, all the relationships, because it's such a small community, and really not even borderline.
Not that borderline, I was going to say.
It's pretty much.
And
you jealous, Rob?
If you married your cousin, that's about the farthest away you get from your family.
And so they're mostly ignoring all the suggested recommendations for COVID. And so the outbreak has been, like, percentage-wise, even worse in those neighborhoods. Like, if you look at a map of Brooklyn, like a heat map of
I think we just need to clarify that, like, it's just one sect of these Hasidim. It's like the Sidebar Jews in Williamsburg.
I mean, we're all Jews. We're not saying that everyone in this Zoom is a Jew right now. So we're not anti.
Oh no! But like the Orthodox people that live like in Midwood, Darren, they're not. I mean, they're abiding by. They're not opening.
They're Orthodox Jews. They're not. Yeah, I think the Hasidim are like a different.
They're pretty crazy too, though. But they're not. They're not to the level
crazy.
of
Yes. They still ingrained somewhat into society. I feel, whereas the Hasidim are
that's true. They're like, definitely more integrated.
Sometimes where like the Hasidim wouldn't even acknowledge me, and it's like, well, fuck you, like.
Well, there's times I don't acknowledge you. It doesn't make me Hasidic.
Oh. Well, I tell you to fuck off too. So anyway, so the rate of coronavirus has been intense there because they've just been avoiding it. There was a huge funeral procession for some rabbi who ironically died of coronavirus, and like hundreds of fucking people showed up to this funeral in the middle of the square, half of them not wearing masks. It was so disgusting. And so that area is also
the latest, they opened up a yeshiva and let the kids go in
Multiple
No
yeshivas have been
PPE.
opened, and now the cops are just like, yeah, whatever.
There's like stores in the neighborhood that are supposed to be closed, but you just like pull up the gate and you can walk in. They're just like sneaking people in. There's video of it.
I saw a video of that funeral, and they were like about to do the part that this is the traditional licking of the corpse, and that's when the NYPD shut it down. That could actually spread something.
Except for Cannibal Cop. The Cannibal Cop, remember him? He was there. He was the only one trying to keep it up.
Hey, these Jews ain't half bad.
You meant the flavor.
Yeah, that's
so that area is home to the Jewish bakery with the best babka that I've ever had, and they have like multiple different types of babka. And I'm too.
Wait, so there's chocolate, there's cinnamon. What else?
There's wet and dry.
Yeah, there's like the big cake, and then the more compressed one that's like a roll, like a more of a roll, like a pizza roll, but like sweet.
If I was gonna go to like one of those Jewish bakeries, I get the sugar cookies. Those shits are great. You ever have those
I love
things?
Also the marble cake, like the black and white cakes. Oh,
yes,
my grandma used to make that, and it just reminds me of the like one thing about my grandma that I didn't absolutely hate. It's like the one good memory I have.
So she actually let you have some. She didn't just make it and then make you watch her eat it.
Well, she would make so much that yes, she wouldn't.
She had no choice.
Yeah, no, she didn't let him eat it, but it was so big she couldn't prevent him at some point sneaking in and getting.
She couldn't fit. Well, she couldn't fit in the fridge for later. She
stood watch for 16 hours until she fell asleep, and that's when he was allowed to go get.
I'm envisioning like a Donkey Kong game with Rob trying to sneak a piece of cake, and she's just like hitting him and throwing barrels at him.
You're joking, but it was kind of like that.
Oh,
like it just reminds me, like, you know, she would give me cake and I'd be like, oh, let me, can I get like a glass of milk to go with the cake? She's like, no, I need it for my coffee in the morning.
God damn.
Or she would say, nada мне молоко на кофе.
Playing Babka Kong.
Oh my God.
To all of our Russian listeners. Little bonus, Robba Russian.
What did you say?
I need milk for coffee.
Oh.
Nada молоко на кофе.
Oh my God.
Is that what she sounded like?
That's how she sounded. Well, I'm exaggerating it, but like, she would be like, how dare you? Shas would be the word she would use. But anyway.
Maybe her milk had booze in it and she just didn't want you to know she was an alkie. She was pounding White Russians.
I beg your pardon. Hope he smirched his grandmother. Like
That's how Robba got here. Somebody pounded a White Russian.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's accurate. It's accurate.
It's a beautiful thing. It's the miracle of life.